Okay, we're live actually. So we'll just wait for. Yeah, I can see the broadcast on YouTube, and we'll wait for people to join.
Sachin, can you watch it?
Not yet. मैं वो 2-3 बार कर रहा हूँ actually.
It's not loading yet.
Greg's there. Greg's going to play for Rhinos today. Samir and Sachin, are you there?
We are
there, but I'm not able to see the broadcast.
Okay.
Can you send the invitation to the broadcast again, please?
Let me try and share this with you guys. Invite players to broadcast. Okay, I've sent you guys invite. So Greg, what we're going to do is we're going to play a 50 over game, one-off game. Rhinos versus Wolves. And anyone can comment on the side.
Working for you?
No. I think it might just take time. I might have to just click on the link and watch.
Should I continue?
Yeah.
You guys are watching on your TV?
Broadcast not in progress, but I don't know which broadcast.
Greg, can you hear Sachin and Samir? Maybe Sachin and Samir say something, so then he'll.
Greg, can you hear us?
Hi, my name is Jay.
For some reason, the broadcast is not working for me, Arjun.
Same here. I'm just watching.
Yes, can hear Sachin and Jack. It's not Jack. It's Jay. I guess you guys have to watch on your. Okay, Gopal is there. Build up, pitch conditions. Okay. Let's go. So, let's start. So, we're playing in England. It's going to be played at... Let's try and find a good ground to play at.
We play at Lord's Place.
Actually, let me see. Lords, yeah. Let's play Oval. Let's play Oval. Oval's our home ground. And let's do a 50 over one-day game. Start time 2 o'clock. Kacha Nimbu is here. Gopal says Kacha Nimbu is here to Greg. Pitch type. Yeah, let's do let's do random. Let's see what happens.
Where's
Everything random.
Bigfoot? He hasn't joined yet.
Gokul, I don't know. Gokul is here.
I didn't mean Gokul. Oh my god, Arjun. You're so mean.
Okay, let's proceed. So, wait. Let's start again. So, Merton versus Merton. And you said we're playing at the Oval. One international. Proceed. So, on the left side, we will pick
Gopal, I can't read your comment, sorry.
the Wolves team. Okay, so let's say play the Wolves team and let's customize the Wolves lineup. So the Wolves lineup, we said we're going to have Taha opening with Melvin. So that's 1 and 2, and then 3 is Raj, and then 4 we said would be Gokul. 5 would be myself. 6 we said would be Gopal. 7 we said would be Samir, I think. 8 we said Sahir. 9, was it Sunil 9 or?
When Arjun says we, it's just Arjun.
Yeah, okay, well, you suggest what changes do you want in this lineup?
The betting order I was deciding.
Okay, tell me.
I think Taha Melvin to open.
Okay.
Then can we have Gopal, please?
Okay, but Gopal is bowling, I remember that. All these guys at the bottom are going to bowl.
No, I'll probably move him later down anyway.
Who? Gopal?
Yeah.
Okay, so let Raj stay at 3 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think move Gokul down a bit.
Gokul down, fine.
Yeah.
So where do you want him? Lower?
After Gopal.
After Gopal, okay.
Before me.
Before you, okay. So that's where he is. And then Samir, Tahir, Sachin, Sunil's watching, I think. Gokul 8 he wants. Let's do Gokul 8. Gopal has given you permission for that. So Sahir goes at 7, Gokul at 8. And then Ben Thompson is finishing our attack. So that's our... Let's finalize this lineup. Now let's look at... Let's look at these guys. Let's play Rhinos. Sachin, there's a question for you.
Yep.
From Greg. There's a question for you from Greg. On the comments. Can you see it, Sachin?
I think Sachin doesn't
see the comments for some reason.
recognize who this person is.
That's Sachin. Okay, Sachin. Greg is asking you, Sachin, how are you managing? How are you going to manage captaincy without your vice? Are you lost?
Who needs a vice?
Who needs a vice? Who had a vice last year anyway?
What did he do last year?
Okay, speaking of that vice, Greg, let's bring him in at 5. This was the lineup that that Tom wanted. So Tom's lineup, Rhino's lineup today is going to be Paul opening the batting with Jack, James Wagner at 3, James Tamplin at 4, Greg at 5, James Preble at 6, Sam Egan 7, Rob Jordan 8, Tom, Matt, and then Craig Bull. So let's finalize this lineup. So as you can see, the teams are very evenly stacked. It's pretty much the same rating, 92-93. And Wolves are going to play with a Lagan uniform, and Rhinos are going to play with an 80s uniform.
Has Gokul still not joined?
No, I think James Wagner is watching. Let's see if James is watching. Wagner. James Wagner is on WhatsApp.
Gopal seems to be really into.
So Samir, what do you think is going to happen?
I think Wolves will win. Definitely. I think by 80 or 90 runs.
You think so?
Yeah,
And
It's a no-brainer.
no-brainer, is it? And how many runs are you going to make, Sachin?
Uh, I don't think so. I'll be required for
Good
the lineup.
afternoon.
My
Welcome.
my top-end batsman would
Alongside me in the
clear it
commentary
off
box is
as
James
always.
Taylor.
Thanks, Mike, and good
Okay.
afternoon to everybody. I've just come back from taking a look at conditions. It's overcast here,
And
Mike.
do you
With a
also
little
feel,
bit of luck,
Sachin,
it
that
won't develop into
the
rain.
Wolves are going to win this easily?
Thanks,
So let's look.
James.
Wait, hang
Looking
on. So it's
forward
a
to this
grassy
match.
pitch,
Should be close.
a very English hard pitch, no cracks, no chance, very low chance of rain.
Gopal, turn on the
And
volume.
now we go to the middle for the
Arjun is
toss.
speaking.
Why are there only Wolves commentators? Because no one else has a PlayStation.
Both
If you
captains
guys
will
have a
want to win
PlayStation, you
their
can
toss.
join this commentary
Both
at
will
any
have
time.
wanted to bat first here.
That's Rob Jordan, by the way, for those who can't see the screen. So Wolves
Who's the
are.
captain, Arjun?
So the captains are Wolves. Sorry, for Wolves the captain is myself, and for Rhinos the captain is Tom. So here we have the Lagan opening batsman. That's Taha coming in with his glasses, and D'Souza opening the batting
It's quite a strange
with
pick, I
him.
think.
This is Matt Kidd. Matt Kidd is
And we're
opening
just about to get
the
underway.
bowling. What we want to do is,
He must have dyed his hair or something.
who did?
Matt Kidd, I think. He's not blonde.
Time for the first ball.
And we can see that Matt Kidd is flaunting his bare chest also.
Okay, so let's actually watch a couple of balls. So here's the first ball. Matt Kidd running into Taha.
I think Taha's gonna probably leave the first ball.
Taha, no. Taha's defended the first ball.
He's gonna defend, I think.
Melvin should be left-hand bat. Melvin is a left-handed batsman.
He's gonna go for four now, I
Gopal.
think.
What is the PS name? Rob Jordan is asking.
Shouts all around.
What? He's out! Wow, LBW. Can this be DRS'd? Third ball, Matt Kidd, LBW, Taha.
Taha, what are you doing, man?
I think
They're
Taha was
they're
looking
celebrating.
to
They're deciding if they want to DRS that.
Not up to their
No,
usual
no DRS.
standard there.
Taha
Very
Taha
early
walks.
departure.
It's a no-brainer that it's an LBW.
Well, we
It's
could have
in the middle
cheated.
now.
Oh my god.
Depends on who the umpire is. Like,
Melvin's on screen.
Who is this guy walking with a belly? Oh, Raj. Oh, right.
this is Raj, is it? You made him slightly slim.
No, I didn't do anything. This is Raj.
Raj is gonna
Raj with a
jump.
six. Raj with a back foot.
Amazing timing. Really
Back foot,
fast
front foot
field
shot.
Onto the boundary for four.
It's a one bounce four, not a six.
One bounce for, yeah.
Depends if Phil is umpire, then we could take it for six.
Good shot, Raj.
It was a typical Raj shot. Just hand-eye coordination and goes for a four.
It's gonna go for a bouncer, I think now. There's another four, is it?
Good return from the deep.
Played that nicely.
Seems like it.
Gets two.
On point
Who's
there.
that fielder in
Really
Rhinos who
good
can do
bowling.
this? Probably is probably
Rob
Rob. I
Jordan.
think.
Yeah.
So Rob Jordan wants to join commentary. Let's actually, Rob, can you do this? Can you add myself as a friend on PlayStation? And
Just
then
post
we'll
it in the comments. I'll put his username in the comments.
yeah. So my username is ARJWIZUK, capital U, capital K.
A-W-I-Z. Okay.
So we have the skipper coming into the attack now.
Samir, it's a capital U, capital K. and then if anyone wants to you add me as a friend on PlayStation.
This is how Arjun make friends.
Yeah, I have only 2 friends for now. One is Samir and one is Sachin. Wait, who's this bowler? It's Tom. Tom's bowling.
It's a skipper who has come into attack.
Yeah.
Seems
I
to
can't
have
believe
red
it.
torch.
Tom's not conceded any run.
Wait, so now I think we'll have to pause it for a second because I've received a friend request.
High in the air, big shot.
What is his name? Red something, right? Red torch. Red torch. Is he there? How do I add him to the... How do I add him to the party now? I don't... Can I go to party now? How? Yeah, and then... Party, yeah. Party. Invite. Actually, the thing also is, I think you guys are seeing the thing at a slight delay on your thing, so the commentary may not be... Yeah, he's here. He's gonna try. You are in.
Hey Rob,
So wait, what happened in the background? Something's happened. What? We have a new commentator, and that's Rob
Raj has gone
Jordan.
out.
oh, we can see
That
Raj
has
is
led-
also out.
Yeah, Raj has gone out.
Yeah, Gopal, maybe you should get a PlayStation and then you should talk, right? Sitting at home, always typing. So Samir and Sachin and Rob, can you see anything on your screens, on your TVs, or no? Not yet.
Yes, we
can.
can.
Oh, you can now. So
Melvin's
good.
betting to Kid.
that's good. So then,
That's 3 for 1.
so this would mean that there's no lag
No.
for us. Amazing. So 2.2 overs done. 2 for 15 Wolves. Maybe we should restart this game because we were testing it out, weren't we, all this while? But but we do have Arjun Kiswani who's come in to bat, and Matt Kidd is 2 wickets, 7
Actually,
runs.
that's what I'm worried about. We have Arjun Kiswani. He's going
Yeah.
to delay the run rate more.
Yeah, but we have Gokul at 8. Come on, that's fine. And it's a 50 over game. I don't think run rate really
I'm more
matters
excited
too much.
that Melvin's playing.
Yeah, because
gonna make-
Melvin for 3 years has been telling me, Arjun, can I please bat in the top 9? Can I please bat in the top 9? And I keep saying no to him. So today, Melvin is your chance, Melvin.
You should get
Mel-
3 for here, but like the batsmen are pretty lazy, I think.
Yeah, that's Melvin who didn't run, right? Melvin was running at the danger end for the third, but he chose not to. Oh no, actually we did run 3. We ran 3. Yeah, it was 3. Gokul is in the playing 11. Yeah, so the Melvin, the choice was between Gokul and Shiv, but then Shiv didn't really say anything on the Chamindavas group, and therefore we had to play Gokul. Yeah. Gopal's asking if this is the oval. Gopal, I think this is the oval. It's just not the Kennington oval. It might be some other oval because there's many ovals. Good shot, Melvin. Good shot. I think that's Melvin's best shot that I've ever seen him play. Is a cover drive for 4.
Yeah. And probably I think Arjun's watching it before us, so that's why he's commenting on the shot.
So are
I
you
think- I
guys
think,
okay?
the line-
Melvin, don't read the comments now. Okay, so, but you three guys are watching on your
Takes
TV,
the
right?
seat.
Yes, it has like a couple of seconds delay than you.
Maybe it's a couple of seconds delay. Okay.
I like Melvin's comments. I don't know why. I don't know which one, but quite nice comments by Melvin.
Yep, Melvin does have a funny side.
Okay.
Okay.
I think after this one, should we simulate 5 overs
I think so. Until
shot.
fall of a wicket, maybe.
until the fall of a wicket or 5 overs? Yeah, let's finish this over.
Because
But Melvin's playing
not
well.
doing, Arjun's not doing much, I think. He's just putting dots where his... Yeah. He's gonna take his time, I think.
I didn't realize it's captain versus captain, isn't it?
Yeah, and Tom is really swinging the ball in very well. Melvin with a very good comment. So for people who don't know, Charu Sharma was the original Harsha Bhogle
Just one
of the
run,
90s. And Melvin says that Sachin sounds like Charu Sharma. I don't know if that means he's very educated or if he's a bit dull, but maybe this means that Sachin needs to up his game to become Harsha. I think that's what he's saying. Okay. What we're going to do now is we are going to try and simulate a bit. So the simulation happens in the background. We will simulate 5 overs or the end of a wicket. Okay, so when I click begin simulation, you'll see the scorecard at the back is going to jump 5 overs, or if there's a wicket, it'll stop. And so this is the 5th over of the game. I think Matt Kidd is still bowling this.
I think Melvin's not gonna get out. He's
Okay.
gonna stay there.
Yep,
Let's
Melvin
press
is
simulate.
looking quite solid.
That's a good partnership, I think.
Not bad, right? Should we simulate another 5, or let's simulate another 5 and then let's see who is bowling after that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Is the new batsman.
Okay, Kiswani's gone out, I think.
Yeah, there's a new batsman.
Oh, so Gopal is in now.
Gopal is in.
Oh, Gopal is distracted. He's looking at mountains. He needs to kind of concentrate on the batting.
Exactly. And Gopal is asking for Samir to become a Sandhu.
Oh, what a shot, yaar! What a shot!
And a new person
Along the ground.
in the attack, Craig Bull.
Actually,
And he was the
Craig.
one.
Yeah, Craig Bull was the one who got me out. Actually, I honestly, this is a very true representation because I find Craig quite a difficult bowler to face. I think he swings it. He bowls very good line and length. He's one of the top bowlers in the Rhinos team. So good wicket.
I'm glad Melvin is taking his time. Like, he seems in good form. Yeah.
Actually, so this is a good point. What we've seen so far in this game is that
End
maybe
of the over, and
300
again,
plus
it's
is a
one
good
for the
score
bowling
because we
side.
saw there was a final of the tournament 2 days ago. Samir versus Greg, and Greg scored 340, or his team scored 340 in the final, and Samir couldn't chase it down.
Let's ignore that. Gopal, come on.
Okay, I know what happened.
That's a good shot, Gopal. I know you were trying for mid-off, but it's gone somewhere else, but still good.
Oh, that's a six. Great.
I
great
think
shot.
the reason Gopal has done this is because of a comment that Melvin has left over there. Melvin has asked Gopal to give loud and clear calls. I don't know what Melvin is implying. Maybe they can't hear each other very well, so Gopal has decided to just smack it for 6 instead.
And that's a
He's
single.
going for it, right? Gopal's going for the...
And who's the bowler, by the way, that he hit? Look at this red-headed
Rob
bowler.
Jordan. I think you need to cut off your bowling run-up, maybe. Bro.
Yeah, even Melvin is scoring runs of you.
Oh, that's a glorious drive from Melvin.
It is, but I think Melvin was trying to hook I don't know why. But this could be easily do if Melvin was with somebody else.
This is interesting, right? So, Rob, Gopal, Melvin, all of them watching this broadcast.
Melvin, can we have a 6, please?
The last delivery was a beauty. It got the nice thick edge, but nobody was there to take
Good swing, though, Rob. Good swing.
So, who's these 10 people watching the game?
The fielder cuts that off well.
Good shot there. Good gap.
One run there.
Jordan.
Rob, you happy with your over?
There. Wynnum 3 for 80.
Just 1-6. Well, could have been more 6s.
It was good outside. So Craig Bull is continuing.
Melvin, I'm surprised you have defended this. You defended first time in your life, I think.
But it would be good to see Melvin scoring a half century for sure, because it's kind of being waited for long.
I don't know whether it's jinxed now. Like we mentioned, that he's getting closer to 50 now.
Yeah, but then I don't think so. Commentators' curse will come handy today.
They take a single.
How many runs do you think Gopal is going to make? Because Gopal is watching very intently, and he did hit a 6, but apparently that was an outside edge 6. So
Gopal's gonna definitely go to his 50. He's not gonna waste this opportunity at all. Although he's distracted by the mountains again.
So what do you think of the score? It's 15 overs, about 3 wickets out. 2 days ago we saw 15 overs, 4 wickets that Greg had lost, but he still ended up scoring 350 because he had Steve Waugh in the middle make some runs. Do you think Wolves will score 300?
They should. They should, I think.
Wynnum 3 for 81. Kidd, the right arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack.
Okay.
I think it's the
we
opposite. I think it's gonna
we
help
can
us.
simulate a bit further, isn't it?
Okay, well, Matt Kidd has come back into the attack. So their opening bowler, their main bowler, maybe he is, definitely has the best statistics, is coming back into the attack. And he's bowling to the opening batsman, Melvin. Because they really need that wicket of Melvin. Because then they're going to get into the tail because the next batsman is Samir.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. Melvin's quite worried about his half century now. That's why he's blocking his balls now. Is that getting into his head?
Strike rate is around 90. Just about 90.
Yeah, but remember,
That could be done, right?
Wolves still have 10 overs of James Preble.
Oh,
I
yes.
want to see
I
Preble
forgot
bowl.
about it. Yeah, those 10 overs are gonna give us at least 100.
Yeah, so we're just seeing off the good bowlers like Matt and Rob.
I think 100 would be a win for Preble.
Okay. Adarsh, Raj, we have a new person on comments over here. Adarsh has been asking me in the background for a long time. What is going on? What is this? Am I supposed to pay to play this? Am I playing? Can I play? I don't think he's really gotten a hang of this.
You can forward WhatsApp videos on the comments as well.
Okay, watch this ball, guys. Watch this ball. Yes.
Melvin, hard luck, man.
The commentators' curse did come handy. Melvin couldn't score a half century.
Who's got the wicket? Kidd. I think so.
It was a good shot. It was, and who's fielded it? Someone, I think, is that James Preble at cover? But whoever it is, has taken a good catch.
Melvin just commented BC, which is best catch. I think he's seen. Probably means best catch.
James Preble into the attack. Apparently,
Why are you giving me sunglasses?
apparently, some people think that I speak like Kanan Gill, but I don't know who that is.
Loud appeal.
Okay, there's an appeal here,
The umpire
and
quick to say no on that one.
the appeal is turned down because James Preble is bowling to Gopal around the wicket.
Okay, this could be deadly actually.
So James Preble is in
Doesn't
attack
matter where
now.
the fielders
So
are, if you go over the top, 6 more.
Is this gonna go six?
interesting.
Yeah. I think Gopal's aiming for the mountains now.
Rob, that is Gopal, not Gokul.
So they're all the same.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Batsman gone for all
Don't say oh no before we see
I
it,
know!
Arjun.
I know, that's why I waited. Who's dropped it?
Oh, that's drop. That's deadly drop.
But that Preble will expect the same from himself, right?
One run there.
At least I'm not out for duck. I'm happy with that.
Oh, that was Samir, is it? Yeah, Samir went for the big shot on his first ball, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
so Gopal was dropped, and Samir
Gopal
went
was
for a big shot, but luckily landed safe.
Wait, Gopal says he cannot hear Rob. Oh, you know why, Rob? Rob, I think you need to go into your settings. Samir, maybe you explain to him what he needs to do.
So, Rob, go to your settings, in your party settings, go to the party settings on the right hand side, and then they will be allowed, share your voice, and just allow it for this party.
expensive in that one. Wynnum, 4 for 93.
Yeah, because guys, Rob Jordan is the fourth commentator on this game. So we do have 4 commentators. If you can't hear Rob,
I feel sad now. Rob's been commentating for a long time now.
Rob's been a good commentator. Yeah, Rob's been a good commentator. Rob basically said, because Rob was bowling to Gopal and Gopal hit him for 6, but Rob's comment was that was an outside edge for 6.
That's a good shot, I think. Rob, did you find it, or do you need help? Oh,
So 13 people are watching. So we probably have
Another run added to the score.
Rob, Samir, Sachin, who have their YouTube on, and myself. Maybe not.
Gopal, you need to watch yourself. While you're running, you're looking at the mountains, man.
We also have Adarsh, Melvin, Gopal, Greg, definitely. So that's 8. And then we probably have another 5 or 6 people from somewhere watching.
I know, Melvin. I agree with you. I need to go for a 6, right?
Right, that should have sorted it, I believe.
Yeah. Can you guys hear Rob? Please confirm in the comments.
The Wolves need a partnership now, I think.
Okay. We can definitely get a partnership after Samir, I
Swing and a
think.
miss.
He doesn't like partnerships.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think this is not the time to think of a partnership. I think when Sachin comes, when Gokul comes, then we can think of it.
Yeah.
You can see Samir letting the ball go above his off stump behind
Some
his
very well
ass.
targeted bowling in that over.
I think a lot of the Wolves are playing for averages here. A lot of block shots going on. I've never seen the Wolves perform block shot before.
So
Haven't
Greg,
Baisal blocked the shot?
well,
Not
James
taken
Preble,
in there.
by the way, James Preble went for 10 runs in his first over. So one of you guys predicted that he would go for 100. Let's see if he goes for anywhere near that number, because it's not impossible. But then again, the Rhinos have, I think, 7 bowlers, so maybe James doesn't even get a full quota.
That is exactly what I was going to say, that Tom might actually not opt James Preble for 10 overs.
Because I think we haven't seen Sam Egan yet.
I think Preble normally gets the ball
And
because
on
he's
to
the vice
front
captain, maybe
foot
that's why.
and square cut.
Yeah, and he does the tees and he does the scoring, so you need to give him
Just
something,
one
right?
run added.
Exactly. Gopal, that was 2 runs, man. We need to run faster.
Actually, I have a question. When did Raj get out?
Raj was.
I think Raj got out
I saw him get out.
Yeah, I think that was when Rob was joining commentary, sometime around that time.
Got caught on the boundary, I think.
Oh, did he? Because he came and he hit a wonderful back foot straight drive or something. I don't know what he hit up in the air, but it was a very Raj shot.
So that's, I think, what James is aiming for, 100 runs. No matter he bowls 10 overs, 9 overs.
Yeah, that's what Gopal is saying, right? He can go for 100. Okay.
That was a good ball, though. Really good ball.
I think the Wolves have let an over go there. It's the weakest bowler in the lineup, and you just let him go for 2 runs. It's not looking good.
I know. Randir's coming down.
Plays that well. 4.
Oh, that's a good little
There's
cut
your
there
answer,
from
Rob.
Samir.
There's your answer.
It's
Good answer there from Samir.
Looking at the scorecard very quickly, so the Wolves have lost 4 wickets, 97 for 4 in 19 overs. I just want to quickly look at the bowling scorecard. So they've had 5 people bowl. Matt's bowled 5. Remember, there's 10 overs per bowler as a maximum. Craig's bowled 5 as well. There's quite a few from Rob, Tom, and James left, but they also have Sam Egan, who
I think pick of the
hopefully
bowlers
gets a ball.
probably Treble after Matt Kidd. He's only gone for 6s. 6 per over.
Well, so did Rob. Rob went for a few 6s as well.
But that was intentional, right, Rob?
Oh yeah, no, it's lulling a batsman into a false sense of security.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
Yeah, I've done that strategy a lot of times myself.
Rob is the worst bowler. Don't say that. They have James Preble. Gopal, be kind.
Gopal's just relying on edges. It's, one of them's going to be thin enough to carry the keepers. I'm not worried.
Or maybe to a 6, maybe, Rob. Never know.
Big shot from Samir.
Arjun, you're commentating before us. I don't know. I thought we got out.
I'm trying to wait a little bit.
They're bringing out the hook shot. Not really going to plan there.
I think Gopal's going to go for a big one now.
Oh, cracking shot that. That's
Oh, that is.
Oh, he has.
That is quality commentating. Is that 4 or 6? Oh, it's been given 4.
Oh, it was a 6, I think.
I think it's landed on the boundary.
We don't know if the Rhinos captain Tom is actually awake, because he said that he'd be here, and he needs to decide if he needs to change his lineup a bit. But in the absence of Tom, perhaps Rob is vice captain. So if they need a change in their batting lineup or their bowling decisions, then maybe they can do that via Rob.
I agree, Gopal. I think you're playing really well.
9 runs added there.
Oops.
Wynnum 4 for 100 and.
Yeah, I do expect us to see Sam Egan coming into the bowling attack at some point. Need to get spark a bit of fear into the Wolves batting lineup.
Fear?
I think Treble's continuing, I think. It's a fear for the keeper more, I think.
Really didn't get going.
Alright guys, watch this.
Oh!
Got a start but couldn't keep going.
Samir ran. He's been caught and bowled by James Preble.
The thing is, I had a lot of pressure in the batting lineup to give some people a batting chance, so I had to go. my wife has made lunch, so I need to go.
So the only way James Preble gets a wicket is if he catches it himself off his own bowling, is it? That's a good catch.
I need to see if he catches the way he catches.
We also have 844 Sharkman, who is on comments asking if Joe is playing. I don't know who that is though. 844 Sharkman.
Rory's mid-off, I think.
So whoever that is, a Sharkman,
Good
maybe
delivery
just
there. Had the
tell us your
batsman
name.
defending.
In a way, the batsman lucky not to connect there. They totally misread that one.
Oh, another good ball from James Preble. James Preble's got the Rhinos right up in this again.
I think he's fighting back, isn't he? Is he?
Was that?
I think that was a catch, was it?
No, you dropped.
I think there's a bounce, one bump. I think we have to restart this game though. I don't think.
You feel like Sahir's unsettled. He's going for the big shots.
That's
I
a
thought this was
good
just
drive,
Sahir's
good
normal
drive.
batting
And they're
style,
off the mark
honestly.
with that one.
A very good over comes to an end.
That's a good shot from Tahir. But just for one.
Wynnum, 5 for 1.
Okay, I'm gonna try and simulate a little bit.
Agree. He is.
Okay, let's simulate 5 overs. So Gopal is batting with Sahir. Let's simulate. Okay, they've lasted 5 overs at least. Let's simulate another 5. Sahir is giving good company to Gopal.
Yeah.
Okay, we've lost.
We can't see it yet.
Yeah, I'll wait for you guys to see it.
Now we see it.
Oh, James Preble. Another wicket for James Preble.
So the score is 146 for 6 Wolves after 30 overs. Gopal is batting on 49 not out with having faced 56 balls. So he's looking solid. And then in comes in the new number 8 batsman making his
I think
debut
we
for the
need to-
Wolves. And that
We
is
need to
Gokul
watch his
Krishna.
50. We need to watch Gopal's 50, I think.
We do. So what we need to do is watch. So neutral again, and then let's watch it. So we have James Preble bowling to Gokul's first ball.
Just the single.
It looks like
Okay,
Gokul didn't respect that at all. Gokul just no footwork, just smacked it.
Gopal, you need to be careful now.
But it's good to see James Preble. His stats looks amazing. 2 for 25.
And that's 50.
There's a 50 for Gopal.
50 up for Gopal. Well back.
Well done, Gopal. Well done, Gopal. Gopal looking
Well done,
handsome quite
Gopal.
there.
I hear adult noises in the commentary. I don't know what's happening.
Samir, you need to control. YouTube will ban you, Samir, if you talk like that. Sahir is super aggressive batsman. Batman, says Gopal.
And that's 4.
Yeah, that's a
Lovely
good shot.
lovely shot. This is a Gokul that we know. Actually, this is one of Gokul's favorite shots in real life.
Lovely tuck off
walks,
the head. Beautiful.
he walks
He just-
onto the off stump and he just flicks it.
He rotates
tucks it.
his big tummy and then goes for a...
Well, we have a new viewer today. It's Jake Kerno. Hello, Jake. Jake says Kitty's on a 5-4.
I'm more interested in the Preble getting throwdowns. You think Preble would count those 4 runs he gets in throwdowns towards his play cricket?
Moves on to 6. Kept it tight there. Good over.
So look at Gopal's wagon wheel over here. You see one boundary. Gopal's only scored one boundary, 1-4, which is to deep square leg, and then he scored 2 sixes. One of them was off Rob Jordan. I think that was the edge to point, and then several singles towards covers.
Definitely the mountains are helping.
Yeah, so far this is a good decision from Samir to change the batting lineup to bring Gopal at 5. I think you brought him in because they're playing sensibly.
Greg
So-
has a question. Sorry, guys. Greg has a very valid question, and it's probably applicable for James Preble. That are these stats going to be uploaded to Play Cricket?
And the answer is yes, Greg. Remember, this is real cricket, and the season has now just begun. So these stats are going to be uploaded, and then Neil is going to send out his newsletter, and then he's going to talk about the results after this.
Then I have a second question. Are these stats going to contribute to the season awards?
Absolutely. This is real cricket, like I said. So these are going to count towards the season awards. In fact, this is probably the only awards and results that we will have this season. So we need to pay attention to these results right now.
Ah, that's good to know.
If you guys can hear Mrs. Arjun Kiswani over there, she's just walked in and said, "You're not playing, you're just a faltu commentator."
I
Yeah,
tend
Arjun
to
has
agree,
already
but
gone now. He's not playing at all anymore.
Because she sees some cricket going on the TV, but she sees that I'm not even touching the remote, so that's how lazy I am, she thinks.
who was that chasing? Who was chasing that? Was it you, Rob? Like running towards the ball?
No, if it was me, I would have caught it.
So,
Okay, James Preble back into the attack with his 8th over. I think he's bowled 8 on a trot probably. But
that's
remember the
4 for
Wolves.
sure, I think.
Wonderful
Oh,
shot.
it's a great shot.
Beautiful shot.
4 from the
Well
moment
done,
they left
Gopal.
the bat.
How many spinners do the Rhinos have? Rhinos have one spinner because they've got
When-
Greg in. And the
Ben
Wolves
Druitt-
have
is
one.
Ben Druitt not playing today?
No, because Greg was crying a lot. Greg really wanted to play for the Rhinos, even though he wasn't really a part of the Rhinos. So Greg asked Tom if he could play, and then Tom finally agreed. So Greg is playing, and Greg, I wouldn't consider Greg a spinner, but he's playing instead.
I wouldn't consider Greg as a bowler itself.
Yeah, it's another beautiful shot
Who
from
even
Gopal.
considers Greg as a cricketer?
Oh, yeah.
Gak, I have a question. Who's Greg though?
Oh, there's back-to-back boundaries from Gopal.
I think Gopal's aiming for a century now. I think he can do it. I think 300 is a bit difficult now, and maybe Gopal can take us there.
300 is difficult, but we do have Gokul, and maybe this is Gokul's chance.
Doesn't play that one well.
This is wonderful drift from James Preble. James Preble reminds me of the way Saklan Mushtaq was bowling earlier in one of the other tournaments.
Maybe
actually bowling
Pebbles
really
been
well.
practicing, I think.
Plays that defensively. Good ball.
Yeah, this is what Preble was practicing all his life for, right? He's just been on WhatsApp, so these sort of virtual games is what he's good at.
Big edges, beautifully taken.
Okay,
Something happened, but
Finally
Arjun
managed to
hasn't
make
told
a
us
break.
yet.
yes, I haven't told you. Watch what
What
happens.
Absolutely superb.
Oh.
Great batting.
Absolutely
Gopal, come on, man.
stunning diving catch by the
James
wicketkeeper James
Tamplin.
Tamplin. So let's look at
I
that
think
again.
James Tamplin's talked Gopal out there. It's been in his ear the whole game.
That's one of the best catches you would ever see.
Ends the over. Wynnum, 7 for 165.
That's amazing, man.
And it's come straight off the middle of the bat as well. Some outrageous catching.
Gopal, how do you feel getting out at 58? You let the team down, man. Probably the worst batting performance we had.
Right, although Jake Conroe, he wants to know who's on comms at the minute.
So it's Arjun, Sachin, Samir, Rob, and Gopal in the comments.
Yeah, so four on audio, and then there's 4 people on comments on YouTube as well, which is Melvin, Greg, Gopal, and Jake. But this
Sachin is facing his first ball.
Yeah, against Rob Jordan.
I think that was an inside edge there. Getting a bit lucky not to go straight to the keeper.
Rob, what's going to be your next ball?
I'm going to go for the cheeky outswinger on off stump.
Okay, let's see. Let's see how much control you have.
That looked like more of an in-swinger than an out-swinger.
Yeah, I was just giving you guys a bit of a double bluff there.
Sachin, are you gonna hit one down the ground, or are you just gonna keep trying hitting it to third man?
I think I'm just gonna give support to Gokul, who is a senior batsman.
Back here in Malaysia, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
One run
Plus his name is Jake.
So Gokul and Sachin. I wonder what kind of chemistry these guys have.
So did we see that this is a very green wicket? with lots of cracks? No, I don't think it was. There were cracks. I think it was just a green wicket. But somehow James Preble is the one who's caused all the destruction, and James has come back into the attack to bowl his 9th over.
Sachin, there's a question for you.
So the question from Greg to Sachin is, Sachin, when was the last time you hit the ball off the square? No reply yet from Sachin. Sachin, that's not a rhetorical question. Greg is really asking you when was the last time you hit the ball off the square.
Sorry, the connection got disconnected. Yes, I could see Greg's comment. I don't get bothered by such gestures and such comments. My bat will speak and my ball will speak, basically.
That's a very good answer. Probably Greg didn't understand this one. We have to show him, I think.
Edged by Sachin. But there's no fielder over there.
I think the real thing we've got to watch out for between these two is the running between the wickets.
I'm worried about Gokul. Gokul doesn't like to run.
Well, luckily enough for Gokul, there's no left arm slow mediums.
Well, maybe he doesn't like to run because, as Melvin says, it's 3:45 and that's Gokul's lunchtime.
Oh, that's a good shot from Gokul.
And it could have been 2 runs now.
We have a new person in the comments, the one and only James Preble. James Preble, are you watching yourself bowl? Is this the best bowling stats that you've ever had in your career? Stepping up for the Rhinos against the Wolves, 9 overs, 3 wickets already. You've destroyed the middle order of the
That's 4
Wolves.
for sure.
Rob,
what's happening there, man?
That's another outside edge. He's trying to play that through. He's trying to play that to mid off.
I think you're trying to be positive, Rob. I think it was a good middle shot.
If such a shot can be played with an outsider, it's probably every batsman would love to have it.
Another 4, Rob. What's happening to you?
That didn't go for 4.
Might go.
I'm surprised with a bit of extra bounce at the top of the bat.
What's going to be your next ball then? Like, what's
don't
going
know
to be
what my
next
captain's thinking.
Are you going to go for an outswing as well now?
Is now on 21.
Not sure what my captain's thinking with this field. It seems like a very, very weird field. No point, no mid on.
Not sure what your captain's thinking, giving you a 6th over, right? And not giving Sam Egan a ball yet.
I would agree with that choice actually as well. Why has Sam Egan not had a ball yet? That's a quality shot actually, Sachin. Sachin, that's a great hook.
Going to go for 4. Good shot.
Yeah, even I can't believe how did I manage to play that shot.
11
Rob, how
runs
do you feel like?
off the over yet so far, 4 balls.
Preble, I will say quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Rob, James has a question for you.
Ball is returned from the deep.
How ginger is Rob?
Should be happy with
About
that over.
as ginger as one
Very
can
good
be in
batting.
these conditions.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you guys are on a lag, but you can see a new bowler has come in.
Yes, we are in a lag. We can't see it at the moment.
He's bowled 2 overs so far.
Oh, he has
he's got the
actually.
2 overs in.
Yes. Bowls at 141 that ball.
Used up all their luck surviving that last one. I can't
That's
see
a
them
great
being that
cut
lucky
shot.
next time.
I've got to say, I'm very impressed with James Tamplin's movement towards the wickets.
He's standing really far behind for
I
Sam
think it's
Egan.
worked out a bit. Good defensive shot.
Yeah, that's more like me.
So I feel like the bounce was coming.
And it's a big hit over the boundary and six.
Oh, that's a top edge. Top edge is flown away. Sam
That's
Egan
a
giving a
top
bit of a
edge.
stare after that one.
But that's first of many to come, I think, Rob.
Did I hit a 6?
You did.
It went for a 6. I don't know if you hit it, but it went for 6.
Oh, I think there's a bit of underedge on that.
I think it was a good leave, I would say.
It's a slower bouncer. Samir, do you think that we should have sent Gokul a bit higher up? Maybe ahead of yourself and Sahir?
I think due to Goku's behavior, I think he's okay here.
That's right.
End of the over. Wynnum 7 for 100.
The Rhinos have a magic wicketkeeper in the back.
That's some great keeping.
Preble had a question before, what's for lunch? I would say Preble is going to be more sandwiches, probably.
Chana masala.
Yeah, sandwiches from Mo, I think, Mo's guy. So it's going to be sandwiches. The ones you really like. Rob, another over. That doesn't seem right.
Going with the form, man. That's all I'm going to say. Well, today before this game, I was in form. I don't know what's happened in this game.
A lot of edges around your balls, right? Going for 4 and 6s.
Yeah, that's been the real issue. It's just I'm bowling too quick. That's the problem.
Yeah, probably. Don't you think that you have been slightly on an expensive side today?
About 6 and over. I'd say it's not where I'd like to be, but it's not as bad as I've been before.
That's okay. They're all edges, so that's fine. He's bowling.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, James, there will be just 2 of them.
Question on the comments from Jake for Rob. Rob, which was your first Merton game?
So my first Merton game was a friendly where I played with Tom Allen, Matt Kidd, Andrew Van der Vaart, and the one and only Zuby. So I can't remember who we played, but it was
Zuby's real?
Yeah, it was the real life Zuby. I was the first person to meet the real life Zuby.
He's a myth.
The man, the myth, the legend. I met the man, the myth, the legend. But to experience him firsthand. First man in the club to experience him.
That's a great shot from Gokul.
So the Wolves are wearing these bamboo pads, Lagan style, and Greg has actually noticed something really interesting. So Greg's comment is, why are Sachin's pads not above his waist?
They are made to size, Greg.
Moves to 28.
So Wolves are approaching 200, but they've lost 7 wickets, and it's almost 40 overs done. There's 10 overs left. Sachin, what do you think the total score is going to be, and do you think that's going to be enough?
I think anywhere around 250 mark would be a good score, considering the situations.
I think these guys need to bat another 5-6 overs at least.
Exactly.
Got to take into account the tail end of the batting order for the Rhinos. They do have a very good tail that wags more often than not.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Rhinos' tail begins from number 3.
Actually, we just reverse our order every game. That's what it is.
The Rhinos have a very good opening batting pair, which is Jack Ayling and Paul Parmenter. But after that, there isn't much batting left. They even have Greg in the top 5, I think.
Yeah, that is poor.
That is poor. In fact, James Preble, I think, is the number 6 batsman for the Rhinos. So there's some trouble after that.
Ends that over. Wynnum 7 for 199.
Close to 200 now.
Allen coming back into the attack.
Allen.
Has done well so far.
The talent is out.
Surprised he's only bowled 3 overs. He might be keeping himself for the last few overs.
And 3 for 1.
That's 200 up.
Yeah,
Do we want to simulate a few overs? Simulate 3 overs or so?
maybe 5 overs or 3 overs, something like this.
Yeah, let me simulate
5 over
3.
without wicket.
Okay, let's simulate. Let's simulate over by over. So 39.2 overs done. Let's simulate 1 over. Okay. Next over. And then 42. Continue simulating. And we've lost a wicket.
We can't see that now, but
Yeah.
probably we'll
So
see
I'll
that.
wait for you guys to see it.
We've
But
seen it now.
but Gokul's out.
Gokul, gone by Craig Bully. Craig Bully with a beautiful in-swinger to get him LBW pinned on the front pad.
And there's a new batsman, which is Sunil. Let's watch Sunil because Sunil. I think Sunil's
new
watching in the
batsman.
background as well.
I think Sunil's not happy coming at number.
Oh, hang on. That's me actually. I don't want to do this myself. Control.
I think it's a bit late, mate.
Yeah,
You can
maybe.
stimulate maybe 1 over.
No, not 1 over. 1 ball. Good shot. Good shot, Sachin. No, Sunil. Good shot, Sunil.
I couldn't see it though.
Imagine if Sachin didn't score this. What's going on? This is. Why didn't he play? Oh, we have Neil who's come in now. Neil says something in the comments. Let me just try and see that everything's set up properly.
Yes, they are, Neil. They were all full tosses. Probably edges.
The
Caught at
bowler's
this,
going to be
I think,
looking to
boundary.
exploit this lapse in concentration from the batsman.
Ah,
Good bowling in that over.
good shot, Sunil.
Wynnum, 8 for 224.
Sorry, there was a lag, so I could only see it after it was said.
That's a solid
Speaking
shot.
of good shots,
Sachin, well
quality.
done, man. Quality shot.
Quality from Sachin.
Rob, I don't think so. That was a edge, was it?
It's not against me, so it clearly hit the middle of the bat.
The fielders will need to chase this one.
Smash that to the boundary.
there's something you guys don't know, which is Sachin actually has one of the best batting averages in the history of Wolves cricket. In the first 2 years, he batted so well that we actually called him the coach of our team, the batting coach of the team. That's how good he was, and he's showing that today with 2 boundaries in a row.
That's certainly
And after
one
3
for the
seconds, you'll
highlights.
see what happens on the next ball as well.
Oh, that's an upper.
Oh my
he's
God.
taking Tom out of the part.
Is Tom
That's
Allen in the,
outrageous.
is he watching?
I don't think he is anymore. If he was,
We want one more, Sachin.
Sachin's on 39. Maybe he can get to his 50 as well.
I
Sachin.
feel like the batting lineup was a good decision by someone.
I think Sachin should have been put up the order here. He's done a lot better than Samir.
Kapoor is now on 40.
As
Can't hear
always.
you, Rob.
I'm just wondering what is going into Greg's mind right now. Because he said that I cannot hit the ball outside the square. I don't know how these boundaries are being scored.
Out. No doubt there. Clearly took
Oh.
the jump of the bat on the way through.
That's an outrageous catch.
What happened there, Sunil?
Sunil going for the DRS check to see if it really.
Not up to their usual
Wasn't
Wow, mate,
correct
you can't be
there.
saying I
Very
sound like an
early
Aussie
departure.
man here, Jake. I'm disappointed.
End of the over, a wicket from it, but still scoring at a good rate. Wynnum, 9 for 237.
Can we just acknowledge James Tamplin diving across the second slip?
Yeah, he's probably covering half the field being a keeper.
What are you trying to say?
That we don't need James Preble.
Sure. Moves on to 41.
So the Wolves are not even going to play 50 overs because they're 9 wickets down and they still have 6 overs to go. And they have Ben Thompson, who's at number 11 facing his first ball against Greg Bull.
We do have a good, strong bowling lineup, though.
And I feel like there's a couple of runs to come from the middle of that. Apologies.
A few runs to come from the middle over bowlers. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I'm looking at men like Samir and Sachin. I'm assuming aren't going to be opening the bowling.
4 runs there.
Right.
Super shot.
Okay. So they might be a bit leaky.
Oh, that's a great shot from Ben.
I feel like we'll make 60, I think. 260, 270 would be a good target.
Yeah, and we saw Sachin earlier say that he thought that they'd make about 250, and they're at 242, so 250 doesn't seem like that bad a shout. Samir still feels like they'll go closer to 260, which can happen because you have Sachin who's in tremendous form. He's on 41 not out of just 36 balls. But I think there's still 1 over of James Preble to go.
And it's a huge hit. It's going all the way.
Oh, that's 6, I think.
Snapped away.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah, that's an amazing shot from Ben.
Bit expensive in that
Beautiful
one.
shot. Yeah, expensive over.
9 for 248.
I want Preble to bowl now. Arjun, what happened to Ben? Neil's asking.
Didn't he get married?
He moved out of London.
Oh, he's finished then.
So a few questions. Yeah. So Ben Thompson, he's moved south to Portsmouth, but he's decided to play today for the Wolves, and he's doing quite well right now. He's right here with us. He's batting right now with Sachin. James Preble's asking where Jake is. Jake's in Malaysia. He is in Malaysia. It's probably quite late over there. Greg's asking a question to Sachin. So Sachin, have you ever scored 41 runs across the whole of the 2019 season? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, very, very glib answer. And Adarsh, wait, hang on. Do we see some overthrows over there? We see 4 overthrows.
What it deserved. Poor ball.
Was that you, Rob, throwing it off?
No, that was Rob. Rob who just missed it. Rob was looking down at his shoes, and it just went past him for 4.
To answer Greg, Arjun, I have 3 half centuries on my name. One of which is a score of 67. So I think that is way beyond 41.
But Greg's question is in the 2019 season. Have you scored 3 half centuries last year?
Not last year, but in total. But in 2019, I had a batting average of 45. Just to answer that.
So you got out once or more than once?
I don't remember exactly.
Okay. So there's a follow-up question to Greg's question from Adarsh, which is he's shocked because he says Sachin is batting in this one. So he's also surprised that Sachin is getting a bit of a bat. We have one more viewer right now, and that's Sahir. Sahir is over here as well. Sahir, if you want to log into your PlayStation, you can log in and you can come on to commentary with us.
Yeah.
9 for 200.
So he's very defensive there, Sachin.
Sachin, yeah, Sahir's quite angry with Greg.
New bowler is coming into the attack.
Look at Rob's mustache over there.
And the worst part is that Greg was a vice captain.
What are you thinking of, Rob? Are you going to go for a Yorker?
No, I'm going to go line and length, I think. Going to try line and length.
Well, watch what's happening.
Good line and length, Rob. Try it again.
Oh, that was an inside edge.
Inside edge.
It actually hit the pad, so I'm not sure.
Ben Thompson's raced away to 23 of 9 balls. And Rob's gone for 44 in his 7 overs. 0 wickets, Rob. Rob was one of the better bowlers in the La Corona Cup. from Merton's side. So I don't know what's happening to him today.
We're up 260. I think it's a good competitive total now.
Yeah, 262 is what Samir said. I think Samir said it'll finish somewhere between 260 and 270.
Another run taken.
I think you're looking more for 280 at this point. If Craig Bull and Rob Jordan keep bowling.
Rob, all depends on you. More length balls, please.
So Sahir thinks we simulated his batting. So Sahir, we do have your bowling to come. So if you'd like to join, then just you can join.
Yes, I joined the commentary if you want. If anybody has a PlayStation network, come and join us.
Loud appeal.
Neil, I'm halfway there with the moustache, mate. Oh, that's got to be Yorker and middle stump, surely.
Not really. No.
Surely they've got to review that one.
Are they going to review it?
Remember, Wolves actually umpiring, so it's going to be no doubt.
And we also have another new viewer who's just finished his lunch.
Yeah.
264.
And we have a comment from Gokul immediately against his own teammates.
Wait. Let's have a quick look at the score. So you guys should be seeing the scoreboard pop up on your screens right now. It's 47 overs, 264 for 9. You see Sachin's on 43 not out in 40 balls. Ben Thompson's 24 not out. The only person to score more than Sachin so far is Gopal, who scored a 50, and then two people scored 42 each. That's Melvin and Gokul. So 3 overs left. And if you look at the bowling stats, Sam's bowled 4. James Preble, clearly the pick of the bowlers, along with Craig Bull, 10 overs, 51 for 2. So James has got 1 over left. And then Rob's got 2 and Tom's got 1. Matt Kidd still has an over left. So let's see who bowls the last 3 overs of the game. Let's resume.
I think Rob's going to finish his overs because he's the vice captain. A bit selfish as well.
Shot, hold of all of that.
This is a 6 again.
Fantastic 6 from Sachin. So Sachin's on 40. He goes to 49 not out with that shot.
Good shot, Sachin.
Oh, that hit the pad.
Beautiful shot from Sachin. Neil asked me to program something, but I don't think Neil realizes that there's no programming over here. This is a real game going on. Rob will do what Rob wants to do, which is bowl quite poorly.
Rob, you have to say something about it.
I'm choosing to ignore that comment. I don't respond to bullies.
Very brave, Rob. Very brave.
You see the captain himself, the batting coach, wonderful 50, raises his bat
well
up
done,
to the
Sachin.
crowd. Packed crowd here at the Oval today, 48,000 people in attendance.
The field is taking entirely out of contention out there.
I was hearing something about restarting the game earlier. I wonder where that went.
Oh, that's a brilliant shot from Ben.
So
That's
now
a 6.
300 seems possible now with this 2 guys hitting off
Exactly.
so well.
Yeah, and these are the opening bowlers, these two, for the team. Ben Thompson, 30 not out of 14 balls. Tom Allen's been expensive, 7.5 overs. He's gone for 63 already. He's been bowling it short and
I
wide.
wouldn't say expensive. I would say he's done well, given it's Tom Allen.
Thompson now on 31.
Maybe I'll try and edit that part out of the clip next time.
But I think it's a good partnership between me and Ben. It's almost partnership. Last wicket partnership is almost like 50 runs, if I'm not mistaken.
Fantastic. Well done, Sachin. And it's good that you're saying something, because Adarsh is asking where is Sachin. He thinks that Sachin's not around, so he isn't hearing enough from Sachin, and he's still surprised that Sachin's even batting. But I don't think Adarsh has seen the real Sachin. The real Sachin is indeed the batting coach of the Wolves. He has always had a fantastic batting average in his 3 years. I think it has been at Merton Cricket Club. Sachin's scoring a 51 over here as well, not out. There was also a comment earlier from Gokul. Gokul asked a question, why is he batting at 8? And then he went away to have his post-lunch lunch. So the answer to that, Gokul, is going to be given to you by Samir, because Samir kind of changed the batting order. So Samir, why is Gokul batting all the way at 8?
Let him come back from lunch and then we'll discuss after full tummy.
He's just had lunch.
Thompson
He's just gone
moves
for his
to
post-lunch
33.
Yeah. Let's talk after post lunch. Rob, I hear crowd going up.
Yep,
It's going to be a
you've heard it correctly. Rob bowling to Sachin. Sachin smacks it middle of the bat, all the way to deep square leg for 6. Rob's been supremely expensive. Supremely expensive, and Wolves are closing in on a 300 score over here.
Rob, you've been best player for Wolves, I think, for now.
Yeah, Gokul's got some advice for Tom, but I think Tom's not listening, because Gokul suggests, he's given some technique on how to get Sachin out, and that is bring in an off spinner, which probably should have been James Preble, who's probably not going to finish his 10 overs, and bowl outside the off, have 2 slips to Sachin, a short gully. That's how you get Sachin out. So, Tom Allen, if you're listening for the next game, because this might be a 3-game series, you should listen.
34.
Sachin, Greg's asked you a question, which is, when was the last time that you've hit a single 6 in adult cricket?
When he was bowling.
Okay! Good reply.
Kapoor moves on to 59.
Good reply. Gopal thinks Rob Jordan looks like Philip Murari. Funnily enough, I actually bumped into Philip Murari and his 2 girls yesterday when I was going out to shop, the one shop of the day.
Driven through the covers for 4. Great shot.
Oh, these guys are hammering Rob.
Yeah.
Rob,
Yeah.
I don't know how
14
you
of the
feel.
over.
Not sure what my fielders are doing, honestly.
Too expensive in that
Yeah,
over.
could have been a catch, right?
Wynnum, 9 for 294.
14 runs of the over. Matt Kidd coming in to bowl his 10th and the 50th over of the innings. You see, Sachin is on 59 not out, and Ben Thompson on 38 not out. Matt
I
Kidd,
think
3
Ben
wickets already.
deserves a half century.
Very close to 300, I would say.
Got into position well
Sachin's
there.
Sachin's
Great
in
shot.
form, so we've seen him come in. Matt Kidd comes in, steaming in 138, and Sachin just casually pulls him away all the way to the boundary like Rohit Sharma for a 4. Almost went for
I
a
feel
6.
like Sachin saved the innings, I would say.
Oh, clearly Sachin's the highest scorer, right? Sachin scored more than Gopal, and his job is to be a bowler. So
I
he's
think
done
Gokul
fantastically.
kind of really put down the strike rate came down when Gokul was batting, but then Sachin saved us.
Another
So
run
Gokul
taken.
has a comment. I think he's asking that can he bowl 4 overs? The bowling lineup has been decided by Sachin. So Sachin, I would let you answer that.
Gokul, I've never seen him bowl even in the nets. So Gokul bowling in an international game, it's beyond expectations.
This is not an
Very
international
honest,
game.
Gokul.
This is Merton versus Merton intra-club game.
But it's the level and the skill set is at an international level. So
Yeah, it's just that there are 48,000 people watching, but it is after all
I
an
would still
intra-club game.
say I've seen Gokul bowl quite. I think he is.
Oh, that is 300 by
quite,
the way.
Oh, well done, guys. Gokul's quite a terrible bowler, but still, I would give him 1 or 2 overs.
1 run there.
Maybe when James Preble is batting.
Exactly.
I mean, to be fair, we gave you guys 10 overs of Rob Jordan bowling, so I think it's fair to give us a couple overs of Gokul.
Well, one thing that surprised me is that it doesn't seem like James has bowled his 10 overs, has he? James bowled 9 in a row, but then he went
Played
away
that
somewhere,
nicely.
didn't finish
Gets
his
2.
quota, and now he's on YouTube.
That's a good score, guys.
So is that it? Is that
That's it, I
okay?
think.
That's it.
I think so.
So 303 for 9 not out. I think let's look at the partnership for the last 2 guys. Look at the 2 boys over there, tall, big, strapping Ben Thompson. Let's look at that. So
Yeah,
you should see
I'm
the
half
score.
the size of Ben.
You are indeed. You should see the scorecard up on your screens right now. Let's have a quick look at the scorecard. 303 for 9 in 50 overs by the Wolves. That's a really good score. And
In a really strong position here.
there's a partnership of more than 70 runs or almost 70 runs for the last wicket, not out. So really good stuff at the end by Ben Thompson and Sachin Kapoor, the two opening bowlers. Before we look at the bowling stats, it seems like the second team has walked out in
The
their
right-arm
glorious
pace
yellow
bowler
kits.
is coming into the attack.
That was
So
a quick
Paul,
lunch, I would say.
it was a quick lunch. So we'll have a look at the score, but before that, so it's Paul Parminter and Jack Ayling who have come out to bat for the Rhinos. Let's look at the scorecard very quickly, shall we? So 303 for 950 overs. We've had two ducks. One of them was Taha, one of them was Sunil. We've had two 50s. The higher scorer, obviously, Sachin Kapoor, down at number 9, 65 not out in 50 balls. And the other 50 scorer was Gopal, who started off really well. We can see the top order being decimated by Matt Kidd, 3 wickets at the top, and then the middle order being decimated by James Prebble, 3 wickets in the middle. James Prebble has gotten Gopal, Samir, and Sahir out. We've had two people with single-digit scores. That's Raj and Samir. Sahir with 15, myself with 25. Melvin played really well, as did Gokul. Both of them scored a 42, but one of the standouts at the end was Ben Thompson, 41 not out, which allowed the last wicket partnership to make, I think, 66 runs in, if I remember, it was about 6 wickets, so 6 overs, sorry. So, fantastic last wicket partnership from these two guys.
And just to add, Arjun, Ben Thompson scored at a strike rate of 200.
Yeah, true. That's a good shout.
Yeah, insane. Well done, Ben Thompson. You were probably not going to play this game, but then we thought I spent a lot of effort trying to create you yesterday with your orange hair, so I thought I really wanted the fans to see you.
I think
So I
Gokul's
put you in.
committed something, but it's very blurred. I can't see it, so I'm gonna ignore it.
Yeah. So anyway, it's a good score from 165 for 7 to make 303 for 9. That's a good score. Let's look at the bowling statistics. So the bowling screen should show up right now. Matt Kidd, 10 overs, 59 for 3, one of the pick of the bowlers. Craig Bull, 10 overs, 51 for 2. Another very good bowling performance from him. But probably the best bowler of the day was James Prebble, 9 overs, 3 wickets for 42 runs. Tom Allen did get 1 wicket. I forget whose wicket that was, but he was very expensive, going at over 8 runs an over. And then Rob Jordan, not really his day, 0 for 60, and just the 4 overs for Sam, 0 for 25. And that's it. So let's have a quick look at the batting lineup for the Rhinos. Paul Parminter and Jack Ayling are opening. Remember, they're chasing 304 and 50 overs. It's a one-off game. James Wagner at 3, Tamplin at 4. Greg, the last-minute draft instead of Ben Ruitt. Greg's batting at 5. And then the tail really begins, because then you got James, Sam Egan, Rob, Tom, Allen, Matt Kidd, and Craig Bull following.
I think the tail begins from Greg itself. He hasn't.
Tail begins from
He's
Greg.
neither a bowler and
Greg is the tail.
batters. Yeah, Greg is the tail.
Well, let's see if Greg is indeed the tail. The next innings is going to begin right now. Sachin Kapoor, after his fantastic batting, is going to bowl the first ball of the over, and it's going to be Paul Parminter on strike.
Gokul is requesting for a few overs.
They get back for 2.
Oh, you can see Raj. Raj is running from mid-off across your
One
screen.
more to the score.
How do you recognize him? Like, how do you know?
It says Raj behind him on his jersey. That's how I recognize him. Nothing else. Okay, Sachin Kapoor bowling to Jack Ayling.
The fielders are after this.
I think we've lost Rob. So if Rob is still around and you want to join in, just comment. join again. I'm also seeing a little red arrow on the screen. I have a feeling that red arrow is Sunil because I have a. You see at the bottom right of the screen there's a red arrow.
Yep.
I have a feeling that I'm somehow controlling Sunil, which is why Sunil didn't play a shot and got out.
No wonder.
But I don't know if that's true or not.
Why do we have Raj at mid-on? Do we have Raj at mid-on, you think?
Raj is at mid-on. Raj has always been in mid-on, right? Always. Good shot, Paul.
That's a
Lovely
solid
shot. Cover drive for 4. Yeah, expensive first over from Sachin. 10 runs off it. He's bowling quick, Sachin, 148, but beautiful drive from Paul Parmenter.
Gave a few too many away in that over. Wynnum, none for 10.
I feel like the
So
fielders would have run faster.
I need to invite Rob back. So maybe you guys might. How do I invite him? Party. If anyone else wants to be invited, let me know. Invite players. Sahir, is he online? Let me see. Sahir. What is Sahir's alias? I don't have Sahir actually. Okay. Rob should be back now. Okay. Raj is okay. So Gokul's comment is about Raj. Raj is there to guide Sachin on how to swing the ball. Samir has suggested players to invite to the party. Let's try and invite someone then. Let's hang on a second and try and invite someone. What is his alias? You suggested players. Josar1. Allow. Okay, he's invited. So, is he online? Okay.
But let's carry on.
Okay, let's carry on. So Rob Jordan is back with us, and Sahir has been invited. Sahir wants to play, but we've invited Sahir's wife apparently because she's playing Street Fighter on the PlayStation. Samir, that's your dream, right? Your wife playing your PlayStation.
Yes. That's not going to likely happen in my lifetime, though.
A bit of work for the fielders to do here.
Right. Ben Thompson steaming in first ball, short ball outside off, and Jack Ailing smacks it to the deep cover point boundary for 4 above the infield. He really stretched for that, did Jack, but it was a good shot.
To anybody else, it would have been a Yorker of a Jack. It's high.
Bouncer, yeah. Well played, Jack. Speaking of Jack, where is Jack? We're missing Jack. Jack's been a regular of these sort of tournaments in the last couple of weeks. So, and Jack, if you watch this back.
Sahir has also said something.
So, what do you guys think? Rob, what do you think? Is 303 a bit too much to chase?
I feel like these guys are in good form, Paul and Jack.
Yeah, Ben's got 2 slips over there.
And they're running quite quick as well.
Is that a catch that was dropped?
Oh. Who was that?
Don't know, it's probably Samir.
That's what I'm worried about.
I can hear Rob if he's speaking. Gopal says he can hear Rob. Yeah, so either that's a good thing or Gopal's
Oh,
English
Don't
isn't
go
the
for
best.
another boundary, guys. Should we simulate 5 overs then now?
If you guys
Yeah.
just saw, there's a new guy who's here on watching T444 MPS saying shot. I have a feeling that is James Tamplin.
None for 21.
Shit shot. James Tamplin. James Tamplin is actually the number 4 batsman for the Rhinos over here.
Hello, James.
Oh, did Tams come in and miss his
Usually does much
outrageous
better.
keeping
This is a
performance?
massive wicket.
I think he did.
James Tamplin
It's
had
gone
a
out.
Getting out this early. Big blow.
That's a wicket.
lovely catch there. Fantastic catch. Beautiful catch. What a catch.
I'm
Great
surprised
catch.
actually.
Great catch.
I think
Oh,
it's
I
stuck
like-
in
I
his
like- I like
stuck
the-
in his shirt
the-
or something.
Great catch. Wow.
Let's see. Let's see replay.
Wow. What a catch. Oh, wow. What a catch. Oh, wow.
It got stuck in his pants or something.
What a catch, Kiswani. Good bowling, Sachin. Actually, it was a bit of a full ball by Sachin, but it was a great diving catch by Arjun.
I think he's gotten a bit lucky there. So it's clearly rolled up into his shirt.
I would say the same. Yeah.
Gokul.
Wagner moves on to
Actually, my little
one.
finger, Gokul. So Rob, do you wanna tell James Tamplin, because I think he might have missed his own performance. Do you want to tell James Tamplin how his first innings performance has been?
James Tamplin, your first inning performance was one of the best keeping displays I've ever seen in my entire life. There were the 2 outrageous catches. One, I can't remember who it was.
Gopal.
Swept. Gopal? Swept?
No, I think it was Prebble on the leg. Like he was. I think somebody was doing a leg sweep, or probably the third man, where he caught the guy. I think probably
Yeah,
Gopal.
so basically, Gopal went on a sweep, middle of the ball. You dived in front of about where third man, fine leg would normally be, and took that catch, which is outrageous. There was a second catch with an outside edge, and you flew across where second, maybe third slip would have been to take that catch. 2 of the best, most outrageous diving catches I've ever seen.
And that completes a very good over.
Yeah, and James Tamplin, this is being recorded on YouTube, so you could go back and watch it after this game is done. This is probably somewhere around the half an hour mark today. Watch yourself. It's a fantastic performance.
Arjun, let's simulate
And off
5
the
overs. I
back
think
foot,
with the wicket.
goes with the square cut.
Okay, let's try and simulate a little bit.
Because these guys are not getting out.
Yeah, well, we did just get a wicket very
That's a good
recently,
bounce.
but yeah, but no one wants to see Sachin bowl, do they?
We want to see Sachin bowl. We don't want to see some.
I want to see Sahir bowl, to be fair.
Then.
Yeah, I want to see
Gokul
Sunil.
bowl as well.
I want to see
Sahir
Sunil.
and Sunil.
I want to see
Okay.
Gokul bowl.
Right, let's have a quick look at the score. The score should show up on your screen. It's 26 for 1 in 3 overs, chasing 303 or 304. Jack, their opening batsman, is out. Paul Parmenter is batting with James Wagner. And we are going to simulate 5 overs at a time or stop when there's a wicket. So now I'm going to simulate. Okay, so they've managed to play 5 overs and they haven't lost a wicket so far. And James Wagner has moved on to 32 not out of 28, and Paul hasn't gotten much of the strike. So let's
Who's bowling?
simulate. Yeah, let's simulate another 5 overs, and then we'll look at the score. So I'm going to simulate another 5. Right, so I've simulated 10 overs. Rhinos haven't lost a wicket during these 10 overs, and the Rhinos are at 85 for 1. One of the reasons why they haven't lost a wicket is because 6 of those 10 overs were bowled by Samir. No, 3 of those 10 overs were bowled by Samir. Samir has had a bit of a troublesome time with the ball in the previous tournament.
I would agree.
Let's select a team. Let's go neutral and let's see Samir bowl. But before that, let's have a quick look at the scorecard. Paul Parmenter, 37 not out. James Wagner, 38 not out. The two going very well so far. The bowling, we've had 3 overs each from Samir, Ben, and Sachin. We've had 2 overs each from Gopal and Sahir. Fantastic 2 overs from Sahir. It would seem 2 overs, 3 runs. In fact, there's been a maiden over by Samir, but no wickets. That fourth column blank for everyone except Sachin so far. Gopal has been very expensive, 24 runs in his 2 overs.
Again, distracted by mountains, I think.
Yeah, so things looking very good so far for the Rhinos. I have a feeling that Sunil is going to come and make a bit of a difference because we've seen James Pebble really made a big difference for the Rhinos. Let's see what Sunil can do when he gets the ball.
Can we change the bowling lineup, Arjun?
Well, the computer decides the bowling lineup, but I can select a bowler if required.
I think it won't be fair because we didn't do it for Rhinos, did we?
Yep.
But I'd love to see Sunil and Sahib bowl.
Yeah, so I think the Wolves have 6 bowlers. 5 of them have bowled already. Sunil's the only one who hasn't bowled yet. So maybe after 15 overs are done and the power play is complete, Sunil is brought on.
Gokul is continuously typing something. Continuously ask him to give him a bowl.
Wonderful response from Greg, though.
And that's the end of another
Lovely over from
very
Samir,
tight
just
go.
a single run off it. Pegged it back a bit. Good bowling from Samir, just outside the off stump, all 6 balls. Sahir
that's very
Jori is coming
unlikely.
in. Sahir Jori is bowling his 3rd over. And he's bowling to Paul Parmenter right now.
Is he bowling spin?
High in the air.
No, Sahir
big
is
shot.
a medium pace bowler.
Oh, that's got to be. Oh, it's dropping the gap.
Yeah, Sahir's got 2 slips, gully, short fine leg, and a short mid wicket. And he's got 1 sweeper on the offside boundary, and that's just where the ball has gone, to sweeper on the offside boundary. Both of these batsmen on 39 they're both looking really solid so far. No chances from either of them. Yeah, so the Wolves really need a breakthrough.
I see a lot of comments about Kachanimbu. I don't know what Kachanimbu is.
Sachin, do you want to explain what a Kacha Nimbu is to our viewers?
Kacha-
Because I think
Kachanimbu.
Gopal is referring to Greg, it would appear, calling Greg a Kacha Nimbu. Sachin, do you want to explain what that means?
It means someone who is inexperienced, someone like Greg, someone who doesn't know how to play the game of cricket.
Issues a
And
challenge to the
Kachanimbu
bowler.
in
Keep
literal
bowling
sense
there,
means
and you're going to have a very long day.
unripe lemon, which is what Greg is.
Yeah, a rotten
An
lemon.
an inexperienced player who just knows how to talk rather than.
And in the middle of it, I think Sai's gone for a 6. I'm a bit worried about the run rate now. These guys are well settled, seems like.
Yeah, 209 to win of 211 balls. So,
We need like a bowling change with like Goku kind of bowling, maybe something odd.
Wagner is now on 46.
Gopal with a very long comment. Let's read this.
Gave a few
Kacha
too many
Nimbu
away in
light
that over.
rally means
Wynnum,
unripe
1 for
lime.
96.
It's a term used to refer a kid who either because of age or because of physical injury cannot. And then Gopal, either because of
Couldn't
his
help
age
more.
or his physical injury, didn't say much more. So Sachin Kapoor is back into the attack, bowling the 16th over.
Another run added, that'll be handy.
Who decided that?
Arjun Kiswani, our captain.
Okay. I really want to see if Sunil gets a bowl. Sunil is our number 10 batsman, so Hopefully he does get a bit of a ball, because he can do something. He can do something. He could bring in a change. Yeah, let's
was
try.
an
Let's
idiot
try and
catch.
let's try and simulate some after
Onto the
this.
score.
Right. Let's simulate a few now. Let's go 5 overs at a time, just like last time, and let's simulate. So on your scorecard, you can see a wicket has fallen, and that wicket is James Wagner. James Wagner, clean bowled by Sahir Jory through the gates. James going for a flamboyant shot, but bowled by Sahir Jory for a very well played 48.
Unlucky.
Unlucky, and you can see the partnership was almost 80 runs. So a fantastic partnership from the two of them, and that brings James Tamplin into the middle. Let's stop this simulation business and let's see, because we want to see James Tamplin bat, don't we?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
And can we
boy.
also see the highlights of the wicket for James Wagner? Is it possible? Because Sahir has taken that wicket, and we want to record that.
Right, let's see. It's a good question. So, what is this ball? 15.2. No, I think this is some other ball, isn't it? 15.1. Which ball was it? This is not Sahir.
There's the ball before. 15. I think it was 15. 16.4.
15.1, you mean? This doesn't look like Sahir though.
16.4.
16.4.
Yeah. I think 16.5 was.
Oh, okay. No, it doesn't look like
and
it. Doesn't look like we
stopped
have it.
simulation.
Okay. Greg says, Gopal, that's a Nimbu comment. Melvin says, Arey yaar!
Yeah,
Channel link.
it was 16.4.
Starting as they intend to go on.
Yeah.
Getting a wicket in that over. Really
Emblems
great
of the mark.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like we can. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah. Let's try and see the replay. 16 point. Oh no, it doesn't have it. It only seems to have the replays for the balls that we've actually seen. Yeah, not the simulated ones. Yeah, Tamplin off the mark with a single. Paul Parminter is still in the middle with 45. Sachin Kapoor bowling to James Tamplin. Quick ball, almost 150 kilometers an hour, but very well struck to the cover two covers by James. They run 3.
Oh no!
And here the crowd, something happened.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dropped it over the line for 6.
Sachin bowling this one, slightly short of a length. Paul Parminter, who's on 45 not out, smacks it off the middle of the bat. Goes all the way to the boundary, and it was dropped on the boundary by I don't know who that was, but whoever it was dropped it. Could have been Gokul, and that is 50 for Paul Parminter. 51 not out of 42 balls. Sachin would feel aggrieved, because I think that should have been Sachin's second wicket, because it went straight to that fielder, even though it was a bit high for him, but it should have been caught, I think, on the boundary. And the Wolves really needed that wicket, because Paul's been the mainstay of the batting lineup so far. They don't really have too much batting after this one, as we've seen.
Yeah, I think
Greg is the
Gokul
next
just
batsman.
punched the ball for a 6.
Oh, so it was Gokul. We know it was him. Okay.
I think he was angry because he wasn't getting overs. I think he wants to bowl, and so that's his anger.
Gokul has to understand that it's a team game. It's not an individual sport, and
They take
that
a
kind of
single.
maturity we expect from him if he really wants to be a part of Wolves going forward.
The interesting thing is Gokul has never played for the Wolves, or maybe he's played one game for the Wolves.
That's a glorious back foot on drive.
Okay. 18 overs
Bit
completed.
expensive in that one.
Let's see if Sunil gets a ball, otherwise we might.
115.
Okay, Sahir's bowling. Let's watch a couple of balls of Sahir bowling because Sahir's bowled really well so far.
Can't see it yet, but we are.
Okay.
We've lost Rob.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
lost
Very
Rob.
nice there
Rob
from
will come back.
Kapoor.
His internet connection's a
One
bit
run
poor.
now.
So Sahir 4 overs, 15 for 1.
Sahir, if you're watching, give us a hell yeah.
Got that away nicely. 4 runs.
It's a good shot by Paul.
Yeah, really good shot by Paul. Yeah, Paul's looking really solid. They need to somehow get a wicket of Paul. So let's do a bit of simulation over here. Before we do that, let's look at the scorecard. 120 for 2 in 18 overs. And let's simulate 5 overs. Okay, so 5 overs have gone and there's still no wicket. James Tamplin batting on 21 along with Paul, who's still not out,
You can't
on
see it yet,
63.
or we see it now.
Okay, I'm going to simulate another 5 overs. So I've simulated another 5 and you should see it on your screen show up right now.
Yes.
You see Paul Parminter, 86 not out of 78
He's-
balls, still going
I think he's
superbly.
Paul is destroying Wolves. Like,
Paul's destroying those, exactly. And James really giving him terrific company. 28 not out of 30 because he knows that these two are the last recognized batsmen, so they don't want to lose another wicket. Let's simulate another 5. Let's go.
Ready to face their first.
I think Craig is out now.
Yep. So 200 for 3. We just lost the wicket of James Tamplin. James Tamplin was run out by his counterpart Taha for a very well played 47 of 44 balls, which brings
Well
Greg.
done, James.
Yeah, very well played by James. But there's still Paul Parminter, who's on 97 not out. Superb batting so far from Paul Parminter. Really destroying all the momentum that the Wolves had in the beginning. And Greg comes in to bat with him. Let's have a look at the bowling. Oh, we also have Melvin. We forgot about Melvin as a bowler. So Melvin, 4 overs for 37. He hasn't had a good start. Gopal has been a bit expensive as well. Sahir is bowling his last ball of the match for him, and he's gone for 47 so far. And surprisingly, we still haven't seen Sunil bowl, and we don't know why that is. We don't know why that is. Maybe Sunil is a wicketkeeper. Who knows? Who knows? Some strange choices in this game. Let's see. Setting controlling. Okay, if you're back. No.
Apologies for the delay, guys. Arjun is not techie at all.
Another run taken. Well, really up the pressure in that over, taking a wicket and restricting the scoring.
Speaking of Sunil, look who's into the attack.
Finally.
Now on 2.
So Sunil, first ball, field changed again.
Yeah. Well, I think somebody's cooking something.
Oh yes, actually that. So the microphone hissing is the lovely dal that's being cooked in a pressure cooker in the Kiswani household right now. Some really tasty dal gosh, which is lamb in dal. tasty, healthy.
And 3 for 1.
Yeah, poor guesses from James and James. Ironing, no. Graffiti, no. Toaster, no. Bathroom, no. But Gopal has it right. It's the pressure cooker.
Great shot.
Anyway, back to the game. Sunil's bowled 4 balls, and he's just been swept away majestically to the square leg boundary by
I think
Greg.
that was an edge. He was trying to drive, probably. It was just an edge, I think.
I'd give Greg some credit. I think Greg's not as bad as you're making him out to be.
No, that's another edge, I would say.
That was an edge, yes. So last ball of the over, and that's swept away for a single, which means Greg is still on strike. And Gopal comes back into the attack. You'll see it on your screens. But Gopal is back into the attack, bowling to Greg. So it's a good competition. This one, mini competition. So Sameer, what do you think is going to happen? Where are the wickets going to come from? Because it doesn't look like there's anything that's going to get Paul out. He's looking imperious over here.
I feel like they're in good form. I feel like we need Gokul to bowl, but I'm not the one managing the bowling lineup, so it's something that Gokul needs to fight for to bowl. I think we need something different, I would say.
And we all know Gokul has no fight, so it doesn't look like he's going to bowl.
I think Gopal versus Greg is a good competition.
Yeah, and Gopal for some reason keeps switching over the wicket, round the wicket, over the wicket, round the wicket.
It's getting very expensive.
He's come back over the wicket, and he's bowling to Paul.
Gopal, what's happening, man? You're very expensive today. Is it the mountains? Is it something else? Have you eaten too much today? You're usually very tight.
Gopal, can you hear us?
Another run at it.
I think you have to shout, Sameer.
I think he can hear it.
You can hear. Nervous 90s. Paul Parminter's on 99 with that single. Gopal bowling this to Greg.
And this is a big wicket.
Fantastic shot by Greg. That's going all the way into the hands of this fielder.
Well done, Greg.
Greg
That was a good
caught
12 runs.
on the boundary by none other than Gokul Krishna himself. Good fielding by Gokul. Greg blindly hit that. You can see in the replay that's going to come up in your screens right now. Greg just no footwork. He just waffled his bat over there. Didn't do anything really.
Greg
with
would be
it.
more unhappy and angry that Gokul got him out. Like Gokul got
Exactly, and it was a good catch from Gokul.
Yeah, and that's definitely something to laugh at because it's kacha nimbu.
Exactly. I think the ball kind of stuck like Gokul on the tummy and it just bounces and made it a very easier catch.
Yeah, and Gokul gave Greg quite a good send-off as well.
So Sunil is back into the attack. He's bowling, I think, his second over, and James Preble has walked into the middle at number 6. Hits a single, which means Sunil is
The guy's Hall is on 99.
bowling to Paul.
Well, that's exactly how the batsman would have wanted to play that shot.
That's the century. Well done, Paul.
Magnificent cover drive. That's the way to bring up a century. All the way to the boundary. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Remember, Paul, this was a guy who on 45 was dropped on the boundary off Sachin's bowling by Gokul, and he let that go for 6. So if the Wolves lose this game, then Gokul has a lot to answer for.
And a single.
Okay, now this is exciting. I think Preble to Sunil to Preble.
Edged. Edge falls just short of the fielder. Fielder smacks it back into James's legs over there.
That's a bit hostile, isn't it?
That's a glorious back foot on drive.
Sachin, what do you think is going to happen? There's only 80 runs required of
Nice catch.
15 overs.
Great
As we
reaction.
watch the next ball,
Not up to their usual
actually, just
standard
wait a
there.
second. This is. It looks
Very
like it's a
early to
dusra
cut.
from Sunil. A fantastic ball. James Pebble is on strike and he's gone off the back foot, tried to cut it, and he nicks it. And that's a fantastic catch by Taha. The wicketkeepers have both done very well so far in this game. Let's have a look at that
Hard
again
luck,
on the
Pebble.
replay when it comes up. But typical Pebble, he's made one run. Let's look at that shot. He's tried to
That's a
go on the
very
back
good over.
foot and flick it to square leg. But all he's done is get an outside edge. And fantastic catch by Taha. So that's 5 wickets down, which brings Sam Egan into the
I would
middle.
agree with Gopal. That's very typical Pebble.
So 5 for 222. And
So Gopal is asking why Sunil's jersey says Smith, but I guess like Sunil goes by the name of Smith sometimes.
yep, that's right.
I think Raj being very quick in the field is today.
Do you think Raj is going to get a bowl today?
I would love to see him bowl it, but I'm kind of in between Gopal, Gokul and Raj. Like, who should get bowled?
Well, it's not going to matter if Paul Parmenter's going to continue the way he is. There's no way to get him out.
Yeah, I think we need his wicket.
Yeah, perhaps the wickets are going to come from the other end because there's new batsmen who keep coming in. Sam Egan's going to face his first ball right now from Gopal.
I think in typical Sam Egan will go for a 6.
Almost 150 kilometers an hour over there. Fast bowling from Gopal. Really, really fast bowling. Sam did well to dig that one out.
Plays this nicely into the covers.
Gopal saying Raj is a better bowler between Raj and Gokul.
It takes the single.
I think majority would agree, I guess. Although I'm a fan of Gokul's bowling. Good leg spinner. Very handy.
And the batsman moves. On
Doesn't he think we
to
should simulate 5 and then
Yes, in fact I have set simulation to
three
queue.
added in that over. Wynnum, 5 for
So
200
36 overs done. 225 for 5 is a score. Means there's about 80 runs to get in 14 overs. So it's not like the run rate is currently a problem for the Rhinos. If they play their 50 overs, they should be able to chase it down. But the big question is if they can play for those 50 overs, and really the answer to that all lies in the hands of Paul Parmenter, who's at the top of the scorecard. You can see still not out, 106. And what we're going to do is we're going to simulate 5 overs at a time. And let's hit simulate right now. So you should see on your screens right now 5 overs have been simulated and no wickets have fallen. In fact, Sam Egan has played 22 balls and he's still on 24 not out, so he's given a really good partnership. Paul hasn't had much of the strike. So 250 up, that means there's only 50 runs required of 9 overs. And what we're going to do is we're going to simulate 1 over at a time now. So 1 over being
doesn't look good
simulated
for
now.
bowls?
Okay, so I've simulated 5 more overs and your screen should now show you the result. So far it's 291 for 5 in 46 overs. Sam Egan with a century, so he's on 55 not out, and Paul Parmenter. Paul Parmenter in the last 10 overs hasn't really had much of a strike because he is still only faced 116 balls, but he's not out for 118, and he's doing the right thing, Paul. He's giving all the strike to Sam, and Sam has been really hitting all of these balls around the park.
Rhinos look favourite now to win this.
Yeah, Rhinos need just 12 to win, and they have 5 wickets in hand, the Rhinos. Let's try and watch what can happen right now because Ben Thompson is into the attack. Let's see if Ben Thompson can do anything. So Ben Thompson has been quite expensive so far. 7 overs for 44, no wickets for him.
So just to be clear, no Gokul bowling, no Raj bowling.
No Gokul and Raj so far. Short ball from Ben Thompson. Hit away by Paul Parmenter, going in the deep and straight into the hands of Sahir Jori. So Sahir replaces Gokul in the deep as a fielder over there, and Paul Parmenter is finally out for a magnificent 118. Absolutely stunning innings by Paul Parmenter. 118.
Strike rate of 100. That's really good.
Yeah, you'd only wonder what would have happened had Gokul taken the catch when Paul was on 45. Things might have been completely different. But still a fantastic innings by Paul. And that brings in Rob Jordan into bat. So Ben Thompson bowling to Rob Jordan.
Two Gingers back playing.
Yeah. And we saw in the first innings, Ben Thompson really smacked Rob Jordan all over the field, and Rob Jordan has done the same. First ball, he shuffles across his stumps and just flicks it off his hips into the vacant deep square leg boundary, which means that the Rhinos need only 9 runs to win, and they have 4 wickets in hand. Oh, actually, that was Sam Egan on strike because they had crossed. So Sam was the one who had hit it. Single now to Sam Egan. And that brings Rob onto strike. So Rob's facing his first ball to Ben Thompson.
Rob might get confused because he might think like he's bowling to himself. The resemblance is uncanny.
Do we still have Sachin around?
Doesn't seem like.
Sachin's run away.
I wonder if the bowler will take a risk with another one.
Short ball. Rob rocks onto the back foot and smacks it all the way to the boundary. Deep square leg boundary. Beautiful pull shot from Rob Jordan. He shows us that he can really bat. Great shot from Rob. And we're almost there. There's only 4 runs left to win. Beautiful shot, Rob.
Guess Arjun, I'm there.
There he is, Sachin. So what do you think? There's only 4 runs left and 3 overs, I think it is.
Yeah. Looks very much
I think this has slipped away.
And perhaps the only chance is Sachin himself. So Sachin says he is there and he's going to come into bowl. And Sachin is going to bowl to Sam Egan. Let's see if Sachin can actually do anything to get through Sam Egan's defense over here.
That's a solid shot.
I guess a drop catch from Gokul has cost us a lot.
It has, because that's a solid shot, as the commentator says. It's raced away to the boundary. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful strike from Sam. Sam playing under pressure, showing no nerves over there. And he just walks down the track, smacks it through covers all the way for 4. And that means the Rhinos win this encounter against the Wolves. Rhinos 304 for 6 in 47.1 overs. Let's have a quick look at the batting scorecard of the Rhinos.
I'm surprised to see player of the match James Pebble. It should be Paul.
Is it? Player of the match? Where did it say that? Yeah, player of the match.
Player of the match says James Pebble.
Yeah. Perhaps 303 was a bit under par, you could think, right? Maybe a good score would have been closer to 330, 340, because James did really tie down the Wolves batsmen over here.
I agree, Tamps. I mean, Paul should be man of the match.
Yeah, so let's look at the Rhinos
Paul
batting
is
over here.
Man of the match for me.
Oh, so, well, you could say so, because Paul 118 of 117 balls. The next highest scorer was Sam Egan, who really was the one who finished off the game for the Rhinos over here, but 64 not out of only 46 balls.
The only
Nothing
thing I
much in
think
the
of,
middle.
like, obviously Pavel is a good friend of Arjun, and it's Arjun
Is
game,
he?
so
Preble's not a good friend of Arjun.
you guys know each other, I know that.
Nah, Preble's made one, which is more than he should have made. And again, Jack and Greg, who'd been doing so well in the previous tournaments, not doing really too much over here, just scoring 10 and 12. Let's look at the bowling lineup. Sorry, the bowling scorecard for the Wolves. You can see there were 7 bowlers used by the Wolves. Sachin, Ben, Gopal, Samir, Sahir, Melvin, Sunil, which means only 4 did not bowl. That were Raj, Taha, Gokul, and Arjun. Expensive bowling from Melvin, 5 overs, 45 for 0. Quite expensive from Gopal as well. You wouldn't normally see such figures against Gopal's name, but he's gone for 8.5 and over, and he's only picked up a single wicket. Really, the pick of the bowlers was Sahir, who's gone for 48 runs in his 10 overs, and he's picked up a wicket. Also, decent bowling stats there for Ben and Sachin. They've picked up a single wicket, but unfortunately, the wickets column wasn't enough. They've only picked up 5 wickets plus the 1 run out, and so 304 hasn't been enough for them to chase. Pretty comfortable victory at the end, because they've won with 3 overs to spare. Let's look at how many extras they've been. It doesn't really show how many extras, or there were 0 extras, I think. Yeah, zero extras, perhaps. What do you think about this game then, Samir? What's your feeling after this?
Sorry, I had my mouth full of food. I think I'm surprised Melvin didn't get to bowl a lot, and obviously, maybe we need to change up a bit and make Gokul bowl.
Yeah, however, if you can see over here, Melvin has been very expensive, right? Melvin's gone for 45 runs in only 5 overs, and so perhaps it was the right decision to get Melvin off the attack. In fact, it probably was the right decision to get Melvin opening the batting, because maybe there was some anticipation from the captain over there that Melvin would have a good day with the bat. I think Melvin scored 42 with the bat, which was a good score, probably one of his highest scores, but obviously wasn't enough. So this will be a best of 3 series, like we said earlier, and we'll do the remaining 2 games some other time. And before we do that, we'll give both the captains a chance to see if they want to change their batting lineups a little bit. Maybe we see someone like Kuldeep come and play. Maybe we see someone like Shiv come and get a ball, or perhaps even Aniket will make an entry into the Wolves team. And for the Rhinos, let's see who gets a chance for the Rhinos. Will it be Matty Holmes who gets a shot? Maybe Ben Druitt gets a shot. So we'll come back and we'll play another game next week. But for now, 303 scored by the Wolves, and it was chased down by the Rhinos in 47 overs. Obviously, the standout performance has been by Paul Parmenter. And that's a wrap for today.
Right, ladies and